Welcome to the Fox Five, the show that explores the world of Fox Rehabilitation through an original list created by a Fox colleague. Today, I am joined by Fox Rehabilitation physical therapist, Haylee Graves. Haylee, welcome to the Fox Five.
Hi, Jim.
You are currently covered in snow. Not literally, but if you would walk outside, there's a bunch of snow outside in Maine.
All the snow, all the ice, all the negative things that people dislike about winter, for sure.
When does it end?
If you're really lucky, it's done sometime in March, and then you get to move into mud season. But every once in a while, we'll get like a foot of snow in April. So it's kind of, pick your poison a little bit sometimes.
And I've been told that you have chickens.
I do have chickens. I have 10 wonderful chickens that all have very punny names.
So how are the chickens dealing with the snow?
We have a running joke that the snow is white lava because they want nothing to do with it. So they won't come out and explore, and they just hang back and lay eggs.
And you set me up. You said they have punny names. Could you give me some of those punny names?
What's a good one? So we have a olive egger type chicken. So her name is Olivia. So they're all kind of very similar to the type of chicken that they are.
Do you have any fox chickens?
I've had a fox attack my chickens, but no fox chickens.
So today we don't want to talk about fox attacks.
No.
We want to talk about Fox Rehabilitation. So we have a program here with Fox called Live Well with Fox. And it's a program that helps colleagues decrease stress and manage work-life balance. I feel like I'm spoiling things right now. So I should shut up. So Haylee, what is your Fox 5 today? And I just kind of set it up for you.
Yeah, it's my 5 things I learned from my Live Well experience with that program.
Quick question before we get into your Fox 5. What prompted you to enroll in the Live Well with Fox program?
It was just something new that I saw, and I am from a previous company that was acquired by Fox, so just trying to kind of participate in some of the new programs and platforms that are offered to me. We communicate a lot to our patients about their stress management and pain management. And sometimes we have to do that for ourselves. Mm-hmm. So it was just like a good opportunity to be able to do something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm interested. It doesn't take a lot of time and dedication. Let's do it. Let's go. It's interesting to me.
All right. So Haylee, with that, what is number 1 on your Fox 5?
My number 1 is the 5 ways that you can reduce stress, which the first one we reviewed is movement, which is, hello, physical therapist, that was perfect for me. The second one was breathing. That's definitely something we talk about all the time too. Physical contact, like a 20-second hug, laughter, and sleep.
Isn't it crazy how we take those things for granted, but they actually are healthy for us?
Absolutely. And I think it's things that we underutilize, but we talk about and educate about frequently. So it's nice to be reminded that I have those needs and have those tools at my disposal as well.
Yes. So your number 1 was actually a Fox 5, but what is number 2 on your Fox 5?
The 4-7-8 breathing technique specifically that you do for a 1 to 2 minute period, and you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and then you blow out for 8 seconds. And I've actually used that with some of my patients who are anxious and have anxiety, and even some that have some cognitive deficits. And that seems to help. And that's a big thing that, we educate on too. And that's something I have found helpful, when I have a moment of stress or annoyance or irritation.
So Katie Cooper runs our Live Well with Fox program, and she's been on our podcast a couple of times. And I have grilled her with questions. And I said, what does breathing do? But it helps you reset.
Yes. It's almost like grounding, and that was kind of like an underlying term. It's like grounded and feeling safe through everything helps, reduce that stress. So I definitely feel that when I do that technique.
So Haylee, that brings us to number 3 on your Fox 5.
So number 3 was nutrition. And growing up all through school, we had the typical my plate setup. That was, the fruits, veggies, proteins, grains. But we reviewed the integrative nutrition, which has all of that similar setup, but on the outside of the plate, it also had items like your relationships with people, physical activity, your career, and your spirituality. And I think that is definitely a nice holistic approach and other items to focus on when you kind of look at your nutrition as a whole. So I found that very interesting and helpful.
Nutrition for the soul.
Yeah, very much so.
And that brings us to number 4 on your Fox 5.
So number 4 is about learning the role of the vagus nerve and ways to activate it, because that directly affects your heart rate, your digestion, and those are things that can be upset or compromised in times of stress. So things like using cold exposure, some of the breathing techniques, singing or humming, that type of stuff to help stimulate the nerve and kind of help your body, like I said, relax and, be in a comfortable, safe position. And I definitely sing and hum to myself quite frequently, and that definitely makes me feel better.
So after Live Well with Fox, you're like, I'm going to play around with this nerve. And what did you
Similarly, yeah.
What did you find?
I have found that I sing and hum like a lot more now, or I'll do it with my patients who are anxious. Like we'll turn on like John Denver or something and we'll sing for a few minutes and just hum along to the tune. And then I'm like, okay, are we like in a good place to start again? And then I've noticed I do that with myself now.
And then that brings us to number 5 on your Fox 5.
And this is my favorite one, and that's why I saved it for last. But
Nice.
I think the biggest reflection I have from that whole experience is having other clinicians who experience the same struggles I do with like scheduling, cancellations, COVID, that type of stuff, and just realizing that there's such a supportive network between like this program and like between your colleagues, and just that it's very much like a community. So definitely support is there when you look for it.
You're never alone.
Exactly.
And Katie Cooper, who runs Live Well with Fox, she's only an email away.
Exactly. And we have follow-ups, I believe, monthly once you complete the program. And that was definitely one thing we all were seeking, where, okay, we liked this, now what? And there's follow through with that, which I think is very good and important for people to have.
So Haylee, how long have you been with Fox now?
I have been with Fox, I believe, like March or April will make it a year since our transition. So just shy of a year.
And do you feel good?
I do feel good.
That's good. No, that's good. You feel part of the squad?
I do. I feel much more like integrated now, and I know I feel much more structured, and like I know all the ins and outs of things, where it was a lot of learning prior to that. So I feel grounded, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good luck digging out of that snow. Thank you for joining us today on the Fox 5. For Haylee Graves, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see Yins later.